Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I will be taking you through my entire skincare routine. This has been one of the most requested videos on my channel, and let's get into it. I will be talking about my night skincare routine, and if there's anything that I do differently in the mornings, I'll mention that as I'm going through the products. I always like to start with a double cleanse. The first product that I like to use is usually an oil cleanser. I have used the Innisfree green apple seed, I don't remember what it's called exactly. It's a green bottle, looks very similar. It's a cleansing oil. This is the Rice Water Bright Rich Cleansing Oil from the Face Shop. So these sort of formulas basically are designed to break up all your smudge proof, waterproof makeup, and for instance if you're wearing things like sunscreen, they'll completely get rid of it, and then when you mix them with water they turn into a milky lotion. So you can completely wash it off and it doesn't feel oily after you're done washing it off. Like, it'll take all of it away. Usually does not leave a residue. The second step of the double cleanse is to actually wash your face with like a cleanser or a face wash. I usually use the Himalaya Neem, one of the most popular ones. I switched to it in the March of last year, I think, when initially we were all in quarantine. I was using the Kama Neem / BHA foaming face wash. I ran out of it and then couldn't get a refill, so I had to get this one. But actually since then I've only been using this one exclusively. I found that I actually enjoy using a very basic bland cleanser, because there have been times, and there always will be because my skin is such, some allergies, some dermatitis. So when you have those issues going on, like your skin barrier is compromised, using actives in your cleanser might not be the best idea. Like, you have to stop using actives, period, when your skin is going through something like that. Having actives in your cleanser will actually sort of exacerbate those skin conditions. So I like having something bland, and also your face wash is only on your skin for like about a minute or 2 minutes. I would rather invest in something that is going to stay on my skin overnight, not something that I'm just gonna wash off. So I wash my face and I pat dry. Usually you would follow that with a toner. I don't really use toners on an everyday basis. I have never been someone who likes a toner in that way. I don't think it serves a purpose for me and my skin type. If you have toners that you like, by all means go ahead. When I do though, it's always this one. It's the Pixi Glow Tonic. It's got 5% glycolic acid. So when I feel like my skin is looking textured, feeling textured, feels like it's got a lot of congestion on it and there's a lot of dead skin buildup, that's when I use it. With this, I never ever use like cotton pads. Like, people would usually put something like this on a cotton pad and sort of wipe their skin with the cotton pad. I just take it on my palms and just pat it into my skin like that. First of all, it creates much less waste, and you also end up using less product because there is nothing soaking up majority of the product. It's just my hands, and I feel like it works better that way. Then to follow that, I use my serums, and serums are my absolute favorite category of skincare products. This bit of the video is sponsored by the brand The Derma Co. So thank you to The Derma Co for sponsoring this bit. I'm going to be talking about their 10% niacinamide serum. Before I actually get into the product, let me just tell you some things that niacinamide as an ingredient does for your skin. First of all, it helps in rebuilding and maintaining the barriers of your skin. So if you are someone who has dry skin or oily skin, but you find that your skin gets dehydrated very quickly and very often, you might have a barrier that's compromised. Niacinamide helps to sort of rebuild it and maintain it that way. How you find that out is, over time your skin actually gets better at holding and retaining in moisture. Then niacinamide also helps to get rid of any sort of redness on your skin and also calms down inflammation. This is something that I have personally noticed sort of immediately with niacinamide. Like, at night if I use it, the next morning I definitely notice a lot of reduction in the redness. So I don't have surface redness on my skin, but I have acne, and I don't know if this is the case with every one of you out there, but my acne definitely does not turn to a pigmented scar immediately. It is like a red patch of skin for about a week, and then slowly I'll see pigmentation sort of settling into that area. So if I use niacinamide while that stage is going on, it actually gets rid of the redness and makes sure that my pigmentation doesn't start sort of settling in that area. So it also helps therefore to sort of prevent and get rid of any sort of pigmentation. One of the biggest reasons I like niacinamide a lot is that it helps to regulate the oil glands, and therefore it minimizes the appearance of pores. So the oil glands in your skin, the sebaceous glands, are usually in overdrive, like they're working overtime when you have oily skin, because they're trying to compensate for the lack of moisture or the dehydration that is there in your skin. So what niacinamide does, while repairing your barrier and making your skin better at retaining moisture, it's also sort of calming down the oil glands. So it makes your skin over time less oily, and therefore also helps to kind of reduce the look of pores. It sort of minimizes the pores over time. Now, one thing that I see all over Instagram these days, especially big makeup artists, they talk about pores as if they open and close. Like washing your face opens your pores, and then toner, like the job of a toner is to close the pores. Your pores don't open and close like that. If you become very dedicated towards your skincare routine and certain ingredients like niacinamide, you can definitely sort of reduce the size and therefore the appearance, and therefore your skin also starts to look a lot less damaged and less textured. Because of all these reasons, I know that niacinamide has something to offer for every skin type. Like, this is not something that I would only recommend to oily skin people. This is something that everyone can use, and everyone will gain some sort of a benefit out of it. I think that's why it's such a rage all around the world these days. And I don't know if you know this, but it's actually often called a star ingredient because it is so good and it has something to offer for everyone. When you get deeper into the science of these products and ingredients, it's actually really fun because you also sort of start understanding what your skin needs. Like, you incorporate like relevant products into your routine. It's very fun to see your skin transforming. I love the science behind these products. It's so fun. Then talking about the product, it's got 10% niacinamide. A lot of studies have shown that is like sort of the optimum concentration for niacinamide to work. 5% also works, so the 5 to 10% window is a really good one. This is 10%. This will help with enlarged pores, excess oil production in your skin, any sort of pigmentation, acne marks. And with daily use, you will definitely notice a reduction in texture, damage, pore size, etc. Things like that. And it's also got zinc in it. So the infusion of zinc in the serum helps with also the sebum production, like it regulates the sebaceous glands. Niacinamide is basically like a form of vitamin B3, usually found in fruits like avocados. It's water soluble, so the formula of this is very watery. You can either take some on your hands and then just pat it into your skin like that, or you can use the dropper. It comes with a dropper to directly like pour some product on your skin and then massage it in. If you're going to be using this method to apply, I would definitely ask you to not touch the dropper onto your skin because we don't want to contaminate the product. So I like to use it this way. I put some product on my hands and then I just pat it into my skin like that, and it's very, very lightweight. It gets absorbed almost immediately into the skin, and then you follow it with the moisturizer. And niacinamide also is an ingredient that you can use both morning and at night. During the morning, it will help with oxidative stress, and at night it will help in the repairing of your skin. One thing that I would definitely like to mention with any skincare that you use, it doesn't matter which specific product you are interested in or you use currently, always follow with sunscreen. The brand also recommends it, so I'm mentioning it. But even if you don't use any of these products, sunscreen is a must. If you start using this product now, like after my recommendation, and the brand recommends that you do a patch test before you actually start using it. If you're interested in buying the niacinamide serum from the Derma Co, I will leave the website and a coupon code which the brand has very graciously given me on the screen and in the description box. The code once again is Sharma20, all lowercase, no capital letters. please check the description box if you don't catch it here. The coupon code will get you 20% off your purchase. Only on individual products though, because all the combos and the bundles they have are already at very good discounted prices.
The Dermaco products are also available on Nykaa, Amazon and Flipkart.
So that was about the niacinamide serum from the Dermaco. Thank you so much for sponsoring this bit of the video. I really like this brand actually. There's a lot of things that I appreciate about them. First of all, their ingredients are the kind that I like to use. They're all very safe and effective. Really appreciate that. And then whatever concentration that your active ingredient is in, they disclose that on the packaging. So for instance, here it says 10% niacinamide, so you know it's at a 10% concentration. This one, the salicylic acid, is at a 2% concentration. So whatever ingredient they're using, the concentration is disclosed on the packaging, which again is something I really appreciate. They believe in a life without filters, so you'll definitely start to love the skin that you were born in. Now I'll talk about the other serums that I like to use. This is the 2% salicylic acid serum from the Dermaco as well. Salicylic acid is a BHA. It's an oil soluble acid, so it works really well for oily skins. I use it when I have a lot of congestion around my chin, nose and forehead area. My T-zone is extremely oily, so when I feel like I can see a lot of clogged pores, I can feel a lot of texture in those areas, then I'll use it. I use it maybe twice a week. BHA is not something that I would recommend using every day because your skin can get dependent on it. It's actually good that I stopped using the Kama face wash because it has BHA. It's not something that you should be using every single day. Then after the serums, I definitely like to use a good moisturizer. The two that I've been using in rotation are the Cetaphil moisturizing cream for all skin types, and then this is the Laneige Cica sleeping mask. I use these two interchangeably. They have similar formulas. I wouldn't say they're exactly the same for sure. This definitely is very it feels like it's like a silicone heavy product. Yeah, it's got dimethicone. If my skin is feeling like just extra dehydrated, then I'll maybe use this one because this one is definitely a little richer than this one, but they're both really good, especially for summers. I do not feel like my skin is overloaded with product when I apply these two. I definitely like them. And one other moisturizer that I really like is the Aroma Magic Clarisage moisturizing lotion. I have been using that lotion for about 4 years. It's very lightweight. It works amazingly, but it's very lightweight, so definitely not something that I would like to use like at night. But as a day moisturizer, it works amazingly. I forgot to mention, these two I will definitely not use ever in the mornings. Also this one. These are definitely products that I would recommend using only at night. This is not the kind of stuff that you want to use in the mornings. And even when you use these like at night, definitely follow them with sunscreen the day after. Very, very important. Coming to sunscreens, actually, I have a lot to say about this, so much so that I filled an entire page with what I had to say. Sunscreen's always been a very tricky product for me to find and like. I started with the Lotus range. They're like matte gel formulas. Did not like them at all. They immediately, as soon as they start drying, they immediately start peeling off and just like falls off from my skin. So there's no more sunscreen on my skin actually. Did not like them at all. Then I got the Jovi's Zinc Shield SPF 60, I think. Really nice formula, works really well. I used it for about 1.5 years almost. I got bored, got another one. The next one I got was the Neutrogena Dry Touch. Weird thing about Neutrogena Dry Touch, it makes me look so greasy, it's not even funny. And it also kind of makes my complexion look dull, which is very weird. Yeah, so because of those reasons, I don't enjoy it, but I have like a big tube, so I'm just waiting to get done with it so I can buy another one. I did get a sample of the Laneige. It's kept right there. I've forgotten the name. The Laneige Watery Sun Cream, I think it's called. It's the yellow packaging. It also is kind of greasy and it leaves a very slight hint of a white cast. It takes a while to go away. And also the Neutrogena one and the Laneige one, both of them I find are not cosmetically elegant, so not something that I would enjoy wearing underneath makeup if I had to wear makeup. Like, let's be honest, I'm not wearing makeup in this weather outside for sure, but if you had to, not the best products to layer under makeup. So that's that. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.